Um, Leitmotif, the cross stroke in Beethoven's composition for string quarter and the lost ornament music that fills moviegoers withdraw when the vanilla der valiant valiant Werder into things in the Star Wars movies are sample of lead Leitmotifs. Fourth coined as a musical term in 1871, is defined it as a leading thing in a piece of music, taken from the German words Latin, which means to lead, and mot, which means motive. The word is literally translated and the leading motive. A more modern definition is a dominant recruiting thing associated with a person, subject, or ideas in work or art. Leitmotif a scene across many genre, including music, visual arts, and literature. A leitmotif is usually a short melody that is repeated throughout the body of a piece of music. So some composers choose to use recurrent chords and percussion rhymes. The use of leitmotif helps to show consistency within the piece of music and tied to different motifs together as an unfolded whole. The leitmotif usually plays on the emotion of the audience, even if subsequently it's a way to convey meaning without words or to take the composition to a different level. Classical music must often come to mind when the motifs are mentioned. They are seen in operas and other dramatic compositions. A leitmotif cannot be seen in a single song. For instance, the rhythmic background of hip-hop music is not considered a leitmotif because it does not express the emotion or work to change the mood of the song. A truly leitmotif is more than just a style of music. Rather, it occurs several times throughout the composition, expression certain emotion and binding entire work together. The idea of the leitmotif can be seen in the music of modern movies, television shows, and even video games. The example of the music play the Darth Vader comes on screen in Star Wars is a more classic sample of leitmotif. Likewise, the eerie sound that is played in the Friday the 13th horror movie series. When the murder is about to take another victim, is a leitmotif as well. Although not true music, both sci-fi the presence of a lead character and evoke intense motion television show usually the leitmotifs from episode to episode. For example, the TV series Lost has a seven-note leitmotif. These are played at different points in the show. If the characters are climbing or hiking through the lakes jungle of this island, the audience hears the music that allow to experience their work, hard work and time to take flight to the distant vegetation. The popular 1990s comedy series Seinfeld uses a rhythmic melody for scenes change during each episode. Video game fans can easily recognize the theme music from how the series plays at the beginning of each game. Leitmotif is not confined not only to music, but can be seen in the visual works of art. For example, Michelangelo is known for incorporating images of a dual male body in many of his most famous works. His sculpture of David and his painting of the Sistine Chapel boss Michelangelo and sculpture Sistine Chapel both of them exemplifies this image. A more modern artist, Thomas Kindet, is known as a painter of light. Each of his work, including pastel color and the things that seem to reflect and even produce the light within the painting. He also paints with things of simplicity in the most of work. Much of his art features cottage style home and simplistic garden and strength. They evoke emotional confidence and nostalgia. Literature is another art form in which the leitmotifs are used. They employs in literature. A leitmotif is seen as a recurring event, object, or character referred to throughout the book. Author James joins the book portrait of the artist as a young man, including things of the Virgin Mary and Daedalus of Greece Mass to promote its unity as a main character matter. John Gosson, a modern day writer of fiction, including things of ethical dilemma, and justice through his suspenseful thrillers that deal with the U.S. legal system. Classical music introduced the idea of the leitmotif to the world, but artists took its concept and applied it to other genres as well. The idea of the recurring themes appealed to artists and audience alike because it conveyed intense emotion and drew audience into the drama and beauty of this artistic piece. Leitmotif has an influences how people participate in art, whether through the the emotion of the music and through identifying things within visual art and literature. Nostalgia, a mixed feeling of happiness, sadness, and longing when recalling person, place, or events from past.